Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to Craft Eccentricity. I hope you all had a wonderful weekend. It was a little bit wet here, but the plants needed it, so I'm not going to complain. Anyway, I'm here this morning with an Eiffel store project share, and I'll show you the dies that I used. Right, first up, from my own stash, I used the jagged rectangle and the jagged tag. Now, I do believe the tag is no longer available. If it is, I'll hunt it down for you. And I used a couple of the jagged rectangles, and I'll try and find those too. And to go with that, I used the Eiffel Store heart-shaped dream catcher die, and I also used the sort of like scribble flower die, and I did everything using those new Aliexpress watercolors that I showed you in that review last week. And I also used this stuff, which I think I'm in love with, and it's called Glitterific, and you can see how much I've used. So I'm going to need to get a coupon for Michael's and go and get some at 50% off, because I think full price this is almost $5. So if I can get one for 2.50 and just have an extra on the shelf, I'm going to be very happy. Right, first up, using the tag and the rectangle, I use those scribble flowers, and there's that glitterific on the surface. I coloured everything using those new AliExpress watercolour pencils. As I said, I showed you those in that review last week, but look at the surface that paint gives you. I just absolutely love it. I mean, I'm an absolute glamour dust fanatic, and I know that I wouldn't switch that out, but that glitterific is just beautiful. And I'm trying to hunt down the silver and crystal version of it. I think it's called holographic, but there it is, all layered up. And all I did was die cut the whole thing in my white mixed media cardstock, glued it down with my Dollar Tree Jock glue, which is this stuff, and then when it was dry, I coloured over everything with the pencil, and then just got a water brush and brushed it out. When that was dry, I popped that glitterific onto the surface and topped it off with a little organza bow. So that's my first one. I think it's really pretty. My second one is the dream catcher, and any excuse I can find to use one of my favourite resin roses, which is, let's see if we can get close to that. It's a lovely soft powder pink, and I used bling, and I used pearls and that glitterific again, and brushed it down onto those feathers. It's just really sparkly. It's one of those products that you've got to get it into the light to appreciate it, and it is a little bit grey here today, but I just think that's so pretty. Ooh, there's close for you. That's pretty impressive for a Monday, isn't it? So that's what I have for you today, and I'm going to measure, because I can measure that dream catcher now that it's made up. And this is measuring as per the design on the website, and it's 4.5 inches from the bottom feather to, there's a tiny little sort of like knot tie that comes up behind, so it's a gorgeous size. And then the width of it, the heart being the widest point, is just a fraction over 2.25 inches. So that's what I have for you. Now, tomorrow is Tutorial Tuesday, and I haven't got a clue what I'm going to do. So I'm going to go dig through some stuff and start creating, and I'll see you tomorrow. As usual, all links below. You have a good day. Bye.